Actually, listeners and supporters, fans, well wishers now. Salon Tok Forum, what they did with issues, comment, and analysis. Tell God, thank it. In a very beautiful, beautiful day in the lives of the Muslim Ummah then, because this now we holiday then Friday, Juma, we go now at the masjid. As a matter of fact, I just come on at the masjid, then we can late few minutes so. But we get for put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever we do, or God Almighty, we get for put time before anything. So, but I tell God, thank you. God can be good. Bismillah, you don't bring me back home with Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Tell God, thank you for that. Today, we have very important issues for discussion. One, just like way you go pandy, that they see the notices they will put out. As the things they they discuss. One will be advice to Julius, MAADA, Leone, stay home now. That's just the whole 9 extra yards, of things we don't put out there for discuss. But first, what I want to do, I want to ask you now. Follow me now. Leone share. It's very important for Leone share the program. It's very important. Leone share. Very. I want to comment also because like I already talked, say, una comments they go a long way. Una comment now in the give me the kind of way forward, meaning that I look and see who say for make adjustment then. Who say for make adjustment? They are good one. Like I say, I welcome the comment them. Post it to you. How you come, you participate in how you the way where you comment, the kind of language where they use to stand anything. Now it will determine who that you be. It will determine you whether you na possibly come up from a very good home or whether you in a house you come up, because there's a big difference between you come up from a home and where you come on a house. Because when you come up from a home, you're not a representative of the people there, but who say you come up. So whatever you say now, how you conduct yourself now a reflection. So I'm not go drum beats anymore than this. Today is a very important day that Salon. Important in the sense, if they follow that today, Shaka Stevens he imposed republic in the country. Now let's go to the history of this. Let's go to the history. In 1960, between 65, 66, 67, we're going towards the election. Albert Magai didn't go to Parliament, he been tabled at Parliament, say let them bring a republic, a one-party system. But Shaka Stevens say no. They say no. They're going to cut all for go feta, which is fine. That the time that will be get parliamentary democracy. Now the time that will be get very independent and fearless courts. It's very important in any nation in life. Where we get the judiciary, we're very important. Where they make decisions on behalf of the citizens, where they protect the citizens, they go a long way. But today, Judiciary will get a Salon, either an APC Judiciary or an SFP. Even the Bar Association, when a group of corporate lawyers, when they come together, for the citizens, for make sure say the constitutional liberties of the citizens, are being, guaranteed and help hold the government. No, they don't. Now they know they into camps. You get Tuma Jabi, where obviously SLPP, unfortunately, because that in SLPP, Dr. Abubakar Jabi, now one of the big man in SLPP. Then you get one Seri Kamal, where in that end be the Attorney General, Seri Kamal for McKinney and APC. So unfortunate that we don't get now the Bar Association now don't become a political article. Where of course, because we say we in America, so the Bar Association is very independent. As a matter of fact, when the government they make appointment of judge them, people that wait for go sit down at the judge, they also the Bar Association, that are the group of lawyers they also be part of that decision day. Then they vet the candidate for let it be a judge. Then they vet them. They get a big say inside and why that happened? Because not to political, but not to Republican Bar Association. Yes, you remember that you get your political, allegiance or your political leaning, but the body of itself, the corporate body of lawyers, what they call Bar Association, now make not a political organization. I mean, it's powerful, but unfortunately, the Salon that you don't. So, politics don't permeate at every layer of society. The Salon. Every layer of society now na politics. Even the Bar Association, like I said, the election we get for come between Tuma Jabi and Warasai Kama na APC versus SSP not the same. But Alhamdulillah. So today, like I say, on this day, April 19, 1971, Aisha Kasim is imposed republic at the country. Now remember, this the republic, this way they demagogue, they go to court for them, they say they don't want them. They don't want them. All right. Then, yes, one other thing we'll get for add to this narrative here soon. That the first president Nasalio not to Shaka Stevens. We need to make this very clear to people then. Although the first president Nasalio na just one day no more elapsed, when Shaka Stevens usher in republic, then Justice C.O.E. Cole, where he moved from acting governor general, now he be president for one day. By the next day, Shaka Stevens, twist the constitution, then he assumed power, he become executive president, baby power. And that we get for talk about by this constitution, where Justice Cowan, we make where we go to the Yeri, they say the Bureau administration, which they want to do, they want to put caveats there, they want to make then they add 2 more years to the presidency, we go for campaign against that. Other than any bring unrest in the country. The thing is very clear. For we need for even now can begin to argue say 5 years in any presidential system of God is too long. 5 years. Now 4 years, most countries are now 4 years because the presidency is too powerful. It's too powerful to let one man and they say go. Now to they say they want even add 2 more years. But we citizens are not agree. We not agree. We for do like question happen at Senegal. No, we not agree. It for be like we say even the 5 years of Iboku. Therefore cut down to 4 years. America na for 4 years. Ghana na for 4 years. Nigeria na for 4 years. Most countries na for 4 years. You get one time we will come the first 4 years. Then the second time, in fact, we also need to talk about the vaccine. That's when they call that second term. We need to talk about the second term. The second term, yes, it then the constitution say you can run for a second term. But we need to understand say, automatic and not to say that I say, Papa therefore elect you. No, if anybody not believe in that actually happen like here. Or even America, Donald Trump was entitled to for let he run for a second term, and he did, but then defeat him. So second term, what you they guarantee second term? What we need for talk now? We need for talk the fact say second term. Now, what you do the first term in office, what you do, you accomplishment there. Now you go make you go back to the voters. They well look A, B, C, D. Now I do. So what thing I need now for. I need to give me extra more time for let I complete this. We need for the bring out them kind of political lectures. They are very important, very important. Second term, not to law, say forget a second term, not to law. Yes, it ain't the constitution, but now a gift that where the citizen go give based on waiting the leader do in performance, then they bring that. If you not perform, they will get you come on an office. It's as simple as that. So we need in a parliamentary democracy, now the parliament they last up to 5 years. And one thing about the parliamentary democracy, we are not need for worry about a dictator. You know that because the leader where they now John the code make and clear, they know they elect a prime minister. The prime minister they come as a result of the party where get the highest votes then doing an election. The leader where they carry the party go. for the election, obviously, you know, they go emerge as prime minister, but they don't vote for a prime minister. Now, a party leadership. Once you don't get the party go per election, you win automatically. And also, we need to make them clear, even though the parliamentary system say now 5 years the life of parliament, but no guarantee, you know, they say any leader will get for they say up to 5 years. There are a lot of factors in where go militate against any leader remaining in power for 5 years. One, when you know they do well, the party, they set the party, then they move what they call a vote of non-confidence in the leader. Your party is could do that. Then they take a vote. Once they take a vote, once the majority don't agree, say you're going to be gone. You're going to be gone. Elect now, you know, the prime minister. So in any kind of a situation, dictatorship not they take place. One leader not they grab power. It is not what the leader say. Now governance by consensus. Because everything you get for do, you get forget the support of the majority in a parliament. You get forget majority. If you don't get majority, they will defeat them. And when they defeat them, that amount to vote of non-confidence, you got to be out of power. Now that kind of democracy that we need, we don't need this kind of a democracy within America. We don't need them in Africa, but particularly in the Salon. America, they go well because what you have with the constitution is very strong. It's very strong. No leader, not they defeat a United States Constitution. No leader, I don't care what you be. You not go defeat United States Constitution. Neither go take for vanquish you. And as God will have it, they get court very independent and fearless courts there, where they fidelity to the constitution of the country, then interpret it. Now that means we already tell people, they say America will never fall. America no go fall, America no go fall. Now because of it, now that structure where they put and that will not get. For example, now this country are not a leader, they decide when for whole election, that only can happen in a parliamentary system of governance. Now they're the prime minister of the day, now go decide when parliament go be dissolved. They call it for prorogue the parliament, for dissolve the parliament. Then the government of the day, the prime minister, now go say that. But in a presidential system like Yaso, now part of the constitution, he did it. Now in this country also, every November, every 2 years in November, first Tuesday in November of every 2 years, they go to they call midterm elections. Because you get so many MPs them, in House of Representatives, men them and women them as senators and we get for now that make naya the parliament not be empty naya. The parliament they function as a because waiting up we get 2/3 of the members that waiting at when they go there for election. Now the next group of people then where they come face election this November, now they all go run with Biden them. Now they all go run. So they will remain in the Senate until 2 years, depending on the president when they come. Then the other one, they will be the go run. So in other words, now continuity. They're not a dissolved parliament now. I say when the parliament not lock, they get for whole election. No. Some people they whether the parliament lock or not, they sit and they need it. Because now every how they call it 2/3, they go run at every time. So with that, because find them they make them distinction. Yeah, so I find out the really they make them for help inform the people then, for help educate the people then. So that because they can say the camera I don't count at this platform now at the vote time, coming off with political lectures, politics, government, constitutional law in the sense waiting a nation for do by way of the constitution. I will get for the site that they also. For example, again, I don't talk say Justice Cowan we don't make that constitution. Waiting happen. Now doing and then by Kuruma in time. Where actually when they see up, when they look up, the things that where even they expect say you go they not put on it for let them go, give more time, then they extend the time. No, now we need more time, third time, you after you. But let God bless that judge, grip put on it. So waiting happen now, from what today, either the president or submit, but from waiting with the they say the parliament for add 2 more years to the president in term. No, when they can say, I not go talk with any degree of certainty. Me get the constitution, I get for beginning read them. Then I go back to waiting Justice Cow and say, and we citizens for make sure say they not add any more time to any president in term of office. When President Julius MAADA bio in term done in 2028, election for take place, there should be no addition. For they say 2030 something. No, if I remain that way, now that for campaign for let remain that way. That now the only thing is to go bring stability in the place, because this unrest the world they get now the place now as a result of leaders the way they manipulate the constitution for let us sit on a power. So now they bring resentment. The resentment what they see, the resentment what they see, the political violence, the anarchy, the chaos, and the disorder, they emanate from the leaders. We don't become tight leaders. Now that then are the problem what they get. But we as citizens for stand firm, say no, this is what the constitution say, and we expect say una go get for accept waiting the constitution say. We get for stick with her. Now that are the only thing that we go bring peace, quiet, and stability and advancement. As I go to the next topic, still they ask that follow na share, Lord follow me, Lord comment. I still need to comment on this, and also I want the YouTube page. Please, I want to subscribe to the YouTube, because the thing is, just a quick answer that yesterday. What I want to do, I really want to come out that then WhatsApp group them. I want commodity. This platform don't get on. God bless me colleagues in Guinea where they not be now for me. Where as a more family part of them now. Which one that one be now? Let it be one way now. Because what can now serious issues that we discuss now. We know they get involved in propaganda. You only they tell anybody in as much as me and SLPP supporter about me not to see no evil or hear no evil. In other words, me not to party picking. I'm not to party picking. Because there's no way when people say no, I know belong to this, but yes, it's one thing for belong to a party, but it's also one thing for watch out for the country. A million association with SLPP or whatever it is, now the country, if una they follow me, una they all then they say, they take on the government. So they say even SLPP people are very angry at me. Then they say, now take on the Vimoina Senge. I take come on. Because as you say, he commit infractions of principles. I see that if you tell big mandate inside SLPP, people that will go to fit bonner. I say no, it's not gonna happen now. Oh man, yeah, we don't say you very arrogant, you very cocky, you too stop for you get this sense of bigness, sense of excellence, sense of fixed grandeur. You think so you know order and your order, what you do? Now for make foot and hand, and we don't even see the foot and hand way on it. Then the worker they call you say you not technology. No, you are not a technology czar. Oh man, be hoping you that job say let go try we can technology, but we not see the technology. We not see them. You not a technology czar. You not hand a foot for the now you did. Yes, they don't go make you achieve now. The next now you want to be president Asado. Now the thing is what they talk about this with so-called bookman in Asado. They don't get nothing for offer the country. The only thing when they come with all the terminal letters they after doctor this, doctor this, professor that. The next way they do that for run go join politics. And not to forsake the politics where they join now for go may help the people. No, now for help themselves them. Live very covetously at the expense and starvation and detriment of the people there. Because if saying that you actually wait you they claim for saying you be there, you be for saying, you know what? Me as a Salonian, I don't come there. This time me your gift is what they give the country. And they develop technology for this country also. We day on internet connectivity that this country also. Now, if you call somebody in a town, I talk about the line golf. It's in golf. Because the internet connectivity, not good. Not there. So we have it. Saying with all this when they talk say you now this, you know, way I will not see. Then they what can you talk say, oh, now Bill Gates, you get get no connection with Bill Gates. Now only Julius MAADA be on and go fall for that crap day. No, we then get no fall for Bill Gates now a businessman, and they be saying you're not a businessman. So right there, now they made the distinction under right there. We will never sit down again for allow people there for full week. No, we will not. We will never permit anybody for full week. Propaganda is not going to work. Misinformation, they go up. And disinformation, they work. The fact now with it, and I tell anybody, not judge me because I say me and I say people. No, not judge me by judge me by the positions the way I take. I'm not here for begin to sing praise anybody. No. Me your job that for look at how things they go, where you get main infractions of principles, and for be able for muster the courage of conviction and fortitude and the honesty and the integrity and the patriotism for call the issues of assassin. That now they promise you say kutubu na da kutubu you na no go any they praising anybody na ya. I know they praising anybody. Even if you do as I know pray the court now that you say go do. You be say go do that. So now you drop down the rather what do now the critical part that they are good. Now the critical side of things are good because need not for praise you. Because at that you be tell we say you go do you get the capacity for that. Now that made them vote for you. So if you do have alhamdulillah, now that we want. But for say any minute I praise you, no. Then nobody not count on that. So I want to this abuse in our minds of male political orientation. Yes, I'm SLPP because when SLPP can meet, I all pass SLPP. They meet me. Julius MAADA be them that they come after SLPP. So this is the big difference between we and them. Big difference. We are gonna go. Allow me to see the battery, the kind of it go low, so I try for see how go try for make sure see it continue. We not lost power. Then they change it. So they talk now. We really get for make sure say we do things the way we are now excuse me because they try for do some connection now because the battery don't go low then see it. So like I say this now the narrative that now the next thing again today will not go take too long because what you do somebody tell you I make them too long for people there you get for take into account people there megabytes and all that say you see people in America they can afford that. So going forward I will hold this program here between 30 minutes to an hour, but no more than an hour. And that I don't decide now. Because I make it too long, people they megabytes. So the other two where they can discuss now an open call on Julius MAADA bio for let you understand, say nobody not elect him as a global diplomat, not a world diplomat. He now need for really stay home now and address the citizens they concern. He need for stay home. Julius MAADA bio now need for stay home because nobody not tell us in a global leader. Nobody not tell us that he get the solution to the global problem. Gallivanting from one country to the other. No. At the expense of the country because all of these trips when they make it not really pay for. Now the past some the citizens and conversely so we know they see nothing where they come, nothing not the way they come. The citizens don't they get nothing out of all them boku on check and travel where Julius MAADA build the travel. Now we need for tell us enough is enough. Enough is enough. We as citizens now we get for be very determined. We get for make like say we're not going to take this anymore. And like I talked yesterday, Julius MAADA build need for understand say in greatest enemy now in with politics. That's what they call time. The time not there on his side. He don't make a lot of promises. We know they see him. Because the man not they sit down home. You know, they sit down home for let it focus. Let it focus. By the time turn around, it ain't a plane. By the time turn around, it ain't a plane. With all these places where they go, the fundamental question where citizens go, what you don't bring, what you don't get out of it. Salon don't become the darkest, especially if we talk, the darkest city in Africa. Especially if we talk, you talk about the diplomatic capital, you talk about the political capital, you talk about capital for, you know, other people. Then they talk about let people then go invest. How anybody, how emotionally or rationally anybody go invest in a place when a perpetual blackout 90 days. This fast month we come, people they suffer. They suffer this fast month we come. People then they complain about the intensity of the heat now the plane. Lights they know there, so you're not going to put fan on, you're not going to put air condition on, all these things. So like they tell Julius MAADA, if Inge for left any legacy where people they go point out to now, two things we go tell them. Now let you forget about that so-called Lunge Beach. Let forget about because other areas you don't fail already. You don't fail pan corruption fighting, you not see nothing, you don't fail there. Now they will not go afraid for telling they don't fail, they will not see nothing. We don't go see nothing. All because it's just an idea help undermine things away for try for being success at the plane. And they undermine them. We can lay a lot of evidence before for support that log up on the Parliamentary case. Who's that your business panande? Who's that your then China when na the law people there, but hey, he don't go present. So Parliamentary go get away with that. So these are the things. So in terms of saying in they fight for crime, I mean if in the fight corruption and say, no, let me. There are two things me go tell Julius MAADA for they focus on now. Let it focus on making sure this and the last 3.5 years we left for this half years we left for. Let it now do everything possible for make sure say the country, particularly the capital city, it get electricity supply 24 hours round the clock, 7 days a week. Nowhere, no way go talk about development, you talk about progress, you talk about investors coming. When inside perpetual darkness that they come. No way. No way. No way. No way, no way anybody could go to the country where we not get records keeping because where we not get electricity where they work. You are not able to save records because that's not the genet. So this will really now be Julius MAADA in focus. Let it get electricity where they work in that country 7 days a week. And then they also make sure say water supply. These for me in two things and so that when he left, he go always talk say, well, you know what? When me be there in office for me, for the 10 years where are they in office, look me handiwork. Look what it. Because the last thing where Julius MAADA wants, for long compare to Joseph Saidu Momo. That now the last thing that way Julius MAADA go and let them compare in your record to the people that way they overthrow. Now the last thing that we want, as it is now, in no day far from we making that comparison. And obviously, if we make that comparison between in your record and Momo in your record, I'm not sure say it go want the kind of result we go get. I'm not sure. Because as far as me concerned, me don't already begin to put in recording office. I don't begin already put that. Me go get for the one ahead of the historians. I don't already begin the work, towards Sunday. From 2018 to now. Most time I just put jottings. So when I'm ready for right, I know what you are right about. Okay? In terms of leader, we don't travel past anybody from Samilton Magai to now Julius MAADA. You don't travel past any leader in Salon. Any leader from Samilton Magai to now Julius MAADA you get the highest level. But then within the constraints of that, we don't see nothing. The citizens before be okay with the travel. If they get results. Look, even this MCC money, when they almost that money, look the embarrassment when they go through. Look how they ridicule them. Look how they embarrass them. They be saying with all this connection where you say you get with Bill Gates, if you will get this connection, why Bill Gates not just don't write that check they give you? Then they say, you know what? Because of they be saying and they give this money as well. Nothing. Every year they turn around. Every year they year after year they give you a condition. Year after year they waiting at that money they want to know the focus. Agriculture is a very important thing in any nation in life. Because they put a what say a hungry man. Now an angry man. When people they're hungry, they're angry. All them baba they where they pan kush, they where they pan kush. Then kush epidemic abuse. They can try that the provinces let people that begin go back and let government invest in agriculture. Let them begin invest. What thing the baba they do not turn. They know they do nothing. They pan kush. Go commit crime. Look the way out they don't reduce their own humanity. And in the same people that they are where Julius MAADA be the trouble say he want to invest in human capital. How anybody go invest in human capital with that kind of a TODC? How anybody, either emotionally or rationally, you say you want to invest in human capital? No. So me your advice to Julius MAADA because like I say, in greatest enemy in this saga that's what they call CIME. You don't get that time. Because this AP you go don't spend one whole year. So actually, who said today not to 4 years again. The more we go say about 3.5 years now. Because by the time we go, we spend another 2 more years out of it. The campaign business don't begin to get on their way. So and I don't begin to get away. Then what people they go do now, they begin well, this man will not come back, say he go do this. Take today this election business, don't take today. Take today the opposition, they ask them, say let Connect try release whatever he gets. Because all this time they bring this problem, whatever you get, release them. Don't the way this fellow will be in the Soviet Union. Joseph Stanley say, it's not to the people that where they go vote. Really, they don't know. He said the one that where they in charge of the voting, where they call the people in the election, he said that they get the problem. Waiting at this year where Mohammed Kone hold on to, where he don't go release her. What is so pernicious about her? I mean, if you don't say anything clear, why don't you put it out? All this unrest what they get, where all this how they get, people that they can't dictate to we country how for govern themselves, all this and they emanate from. Now they emanate from. Then they tell how we will be a strong nation and other people they will tell you where to for do, how for move, where to for do. How then we go morally lay claim to we being an independent society. And very shortly we can talk about 63 years of independence. So the question, what's in there for celebrate? That are the question that way any meaningful ceremony for us. What is here for celebrate now? You not get drinking water, you not get electricity, even transportation be stronger, and moving from one place to the other stronger, cost of living high, jobs are not there, drugs, the epidemic of drugs don't take over now the place. The place don't become a junkie. It don't take over. So the question where anybody go, what are you celebrating? What that is cataclysms of hopelessness and colossal failures, because that's the only thing that way they will get for celebrate. They begin and where they go take their public exams. A good number of schools today they're not getting results. But this now the thing this way, they will say the support for don't fix. We not see nothing. With all the technology where they say it's a be doctor this, doctor that, with all the claims that they make in a Bill Gates, but where are they here? Well, all they say that makes some of us we are not impressed. We not move. We're not enough because we know the facts. Now the one that the gullible people they're waiting at Salon, now they info. Or nobody no go full in there. Particularly Kutubu, because I get access to a lot of things. I do see, I do read, and they follow. When they guide in Canada, nobody don't be recognize it. Well, as a matter of fact, in Canada, the private business they can do either can buy us or can money they way they don't see from from the cities, they can't hide them because nobody know they see them. They're so misguided. They now immediate them. Nobody, they don't get anybody when they go sit down, talk with Naya. Because I would not go there. Like I talk to the American Corps of Engineers, they get the capacity for go restore electricity in a salon. But that will only happen if the government know who they for contact, who's domot them for that, and how for put it. You send better representatives we get the capacity for represent now properly for be able for talk for now. Then I want handicap that will get. Everybody where they come now, where they come for represent the country, the leader, they friend or the party loyalist, they don't get no diplomatic training, not to the cow, country like Nigeria, Ghana, United States, Britain, and all that places. In some station, they send a front-line diplomats in. Because a country like America, the most country the way really get proper diplomatic practice, foreign policy practice. That the front-line people in the send there, the people that will get the stature. I remember some years ago, you been get this kind of ambassadors that will be there. Soviet Union, that's when they get the Cold War. You been get a man when they call Anatoly Dobrinin from the Soviet Union, then during the Cold War. And that's when they Cuban Missile Crisis. They say those are the ambassadors that when they negotiate with the President of the United States, John Kennedy. You may also get the ambassador from Iran. That's when the Shia did. Then they call her Adesha Zahidi. And we know the importance of Iran. They all be. These are frontline ambassadors in Adesha Zahidi. These are the people we get for. Then you get the other one where they call Prince Banda from Saudi Arabia. Prince Banda, a member of the royal house of whatever is in the Saudi royal house. In a member because in Dadina be part of it. Then kind of ambassador there. The only person where they give you the president there. Then you may get ambassador Sakasa from Nicaragua. Ambassador Sakasa come here 5 years before they open the United Nations. 5 years before they create the United Nations. You know, go back to 1979 when the Sandinistas they take over now in Nicaragua. These nine are the frontline ambassadors. Ambassador Ashraf Gobal from Egypt. Then say the ambassadors and then nobody even know say we get ambassadors in there. Especially within the African community. Seriously, they don't get no clout to the government. The only time when so they matter when they can present the letters of credentials and okay, una will be or more say the president gets diplomatic reception and invites them because I need a reception again. But for saying an ambassador get a one-on-one meeting with the president of the United States, we say no, it's not possible. They don't get that structure. They don't get that. For now the State Department now or the Foreign Ministry now, for let even an African ambassador meet with the Secretary of State or the Foreign Minister now, it's almost next to impossible. Because the way when they structure the Foreign Ministry or the State Department now, it's such that you ambassador, they meet with the people. Now, they divide them into a segment there. You get the European office, you get the African division, you get the Asian division, you get this division, you get the Latin American division. And within that divisions of the foreign ministries, and you get, the people then when are they the directors? They get the directors. And within that sphere, they also, you get what you call country officers or desk officers. Meaning that the Salon ambassador there, anything where you get for the foreign ministry or the State Department where you go, now the person who is responsible for Salon matter, now they call it desk officers and desk officers. You just not go meet the Secretary of State or the Deputy Secretary of State like that. No. For let an African ambassador meet with the Deputy Secretary of State or Secretary of State now, is going to be more than important for that group. Because any issue we get now within the African Bureau, now they go solve. They get now the Foreign Ministry now or State Department, They also get what you call the African Bureau, the Bureau of African Affairs. Where you go, for there you even meet with the Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs. That also an arm and leg. The Assistant Secretary for African Affairs. Now, more or less, now the Foreign Minister, where they're in charge of Africa, now so they shape. So, for let you pass the Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, for let you see the Foreign Minister now or the Secretary of State, then a more than super important, because you they start from your desk, from the desk officer, then sometimes when I go to the person where they in charge of their own region, like Salon, they are within the West African region, and they with the Salon. So then from the desk officer, you go, sometimes the highest one go to the regional director that you are waiting for West African Affairs. You know, West African Affairs, now they will go. But for say, we go come out from the director, where they in charge of West African Affairs, then we go to the Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, let alone the Secretary of State. Oh no. So we don't know how this place are structured. Now so, but when you go to Salon, now they all kind of petelele ambassadors them. You see. Now with the president, they get free access to the president in the office. They can go there any minute when they want. That British High Commissioner, Mickey Oracle and Chichi, Lisa Chesney, from the foreign office now meeting, for them even meet with Ion boss, the foreign and Commonwealth Secretary, Dana David Cameron. It's younger. Would that for meet now with the permanent under Secretary of State, Sir Philip Batty. Now they meet. If you get any briefings, anything what you get for do, now they can't go to the permanent under Secretary of State because now in at the head of the diplomatic service. The Secretary of State don't get time for the begin meet ambassador. You see, they're so structured, they're so drunk, it's so you. But now we don't play that. All kind of people, the ambassador, they see, you know, with the leader, with the president. In this country also, when all they go to the foreign ministry or the State Department, they go. When all they go to the foreign ministry or the State Department, they go. If they get something, where they feel the president that make Naya, every morning the president they get a briefing Naya. The National Security Council they brief the president. So everything all that can go there under nine they put all together. The State Department Naya they work 24 hours around the clock or the 4 minutes, 7 days a week. The State Department or the Foreign Ministry Naya they work 24 hours around the clock, 7 days a week. Why? Because all the embassies where they get around the globe, they send reports them in the evening over there. They send reports. You get they work on their reports them where they come, where they work. Then they change shift. You get one day where they kind of morning. You get one day where they come that afternoon. You get one day where they kind of net. Then they look at all the cablegrams, those cablegrams. Then they look at. Now from here they formulate policies. What you need for let the president know about. What you need for let the president know about. When they put on to they bind down. You know, they send them at the appropriate places. Now morning you see the somebody from the CIA where they go with the president. They call them briefing papers. Every morning, 7 days a week, the president of the United States they get a briefing paper. Because now on that briefing paper, the way they get now money, now they make policies. When the president go, he look at all the paper and he look at the volume where they call it daily presidential briefings. He look up. So this account for all the fact, we only they tell people they say, America know more about your country than how you know about her. Because all them guys they are waiting, they say that the embassies they forgo, okay, these guys are nothing but spies. That mean they meet to them, they hope no good to them, then they do to them, then they jay to them. Now they go up and down. No, they na bog then they eat to them inside it. That they do. Then they utuna. They go open up. Then they utuna. Let me say they know. America, particularly, know more about Salon than we, the average Salonians. Considering this attaché, that attaché, cultural attaché, press attaché. No. They are all there working for the United States. They are the ears and eyes of the United States. They depend on it for saying a report. They know all the activities of politicians. Would they police? Would they panda? They know. They get all the eavesdropping mechanisms and the eavesdrop. They don't necessarily get for gold now in the office for do that. They don't have to do. They get, with them. So I want to know about today. Like we don't come, we don't discuss this question of, like I say, one, where Julius MAADA you need for stay home, and now be attend to the people in business. It really now need for stay home and attend to the people in business, because like we say now, in greatest enemy now at time, you don't get the time. He doesn't have the luxury of time. You don't get time. And I know I can talk about any degree of certainty, you don't get time. Because this April we don't make a 1 year. 30 days, you know, he will get in action, because APC they do here and there. You hear they say, oh, now we win the election. Now this not the thing. Now that not the thing. 30 days they pay that do. So the focus is not even there. Well, let's don't say, well, you know what? I need for focus on waiting people they elect me for. Let I do it. It's not there. So by telling this other color, you talk about number just 3.5 years. Now 3.5 years, you begin to look at the end, because no matter what you do, he is not going to come back, because now they're not tolerate that now. When you term of office don't do, you don't done, you got to go. Makisa tried for a doctor the constitution, but the citizens they say no. They say no, and the courts they up from say no. This not going to happen, and that we said it for the Duna Salon. We need for stay away from the partisan business here. So whether you're not APCO, you're not SPPO, you're not NGC, when they talk say put the country first, and they tear them me. Now we need for the challenge the leaders here. They're not to God them, they're not to God. We need for understand say the country big past them. We need for make sure say this become part of the narrative. Say that's the sovereign nation of Salon big past any leader. If the country point out all they go back, when blackouts there now, everybody in the country they suffer, especially the one when they are free on and they suffer now. This is not to partisan businesses, not to partisan businesses. Everybody they suffer because lights not there. So these are the things, and these are the fundamental issues, and they are who need for the race. Concerns of the well-being, the Leone not afraid for criticize we leaders. People they did American so every day they criticize leaders in Naya. With the other they criticize Donald Trump. With the other they criticize Joe Biden. For nobody know they call them people in there by the name. Say His Excellency President Joe Biden. No, nobody calls him. The average Salonian, the way you don't say Biden, that's why they call him Biden. Where he ready? Trump. If you know the people that are president, but you know, you had the now one thing don't mistakenly say President Trump or President Biden or President Obama, President Carter, President Clinton. Or no. They call you by your name. Calling you by your name, not talk say to. In fact, that me not even change now. If not the end now, and they call Julius MAADA Bio, now name that me calling him Julius MAADA Bio, not talk say not to president. I don't get that luxury of time. Begin to call His Excellency, retired general this, general that, major general this, and a field marshal this. I don't get time for that crap they did. I don't have it. Going forward, I don't decide anybody that you name and they call you by anybody. If you feel so when they call you by your name, that they take the title away from you, that's on you. That's on you. Calling you Kade Yukela, calling you Mohammed Julius, calling you Julius MAADA Bio, calling you Abbas Bunu, is not taking anything away from you. It's not. You're still the person. Now still get your feet. Waiting on actually Hamburg behind a collar. This too much other color where people when they put on the office, doctor this, doctor that, professor this, professor that. And when you look nothing, now never they call them paper tigers. Inside America, all this, inside the parliament, the number of doctors where they say they don't even need it. The number of scientists them when they say American Congress now, nobody call them by their title the name. Now by the names that they call them. The congressman from Kentucky, the congresswoman from Nevada, the senator from Texas, the senator from Washington, the senator from Maryland. Now by these guys, they're all a good, the miscellaneous collection and the PhD holders. PhD holders. But nobody call them doctor this, doctor that. Call them simply by the name. Now only after, and some of them they disabuse with mind from that. If people feel saying that each other, to God be the glory. You get me, how they call it. But I'm not going to put myself to this because anymore beginning to call doctor this, doctor that, professor this, but no, call you straight by your name. And then Julius MAADA. Everybody knows who Julius MAADA is. He is the president as Salon. So I don't need for go to order that His Excellency and the commander-in-chief. This and the commander-in-chief of what? What are you in command? You're the commander-in-chief of what? What are you commanding? Look the level of brigandage in the country. Look the logic of lawlessness within the country. Look the chaos and disorder within the country. So what are you commanding here? Look at the lives of people that want to say, I want to invest in. Youth, they all become junkies. Dead people that they work out. Dead people there. Drugs don't take over the country. The proliferation of drugs. Drugs there, when they keep people, they don't take over the country. No solution, no day. That's no day. We get absent leadership in the country. The matter has not been addressed. How it's supposed to be addressed? We know they see lip service, and then they pay. So what the heck? Why all this are they kind of building a campus on personality? People they are so worked up in this title. I'm not in any title business anymore. Everybody that by your name I'll call you. If you don't write for you, that because they want you its name, you get the name, so now they call you. And only for say call you emperor this before they hear you not emperor. What's important, address the issues there, the way they face the country. So me now they me own power today. Not to the unnecessary title, but people spend more time calling that title than getting to the real substance, of the issue. Spend more time on that. This building campus of people and personality. This transmogrification, when they transmogrify people to this demigod status, doctor this, doctor that, professor this, professor that. No, you get called by your name. So I want to tell you again about Bokutenki because the time not the camp for no wrap up. Because I don't promise to announce I don't going to go over 1 hour. Then today. So I will try for condense the thing. We'll try for make sure say we not count more than 3 topics and more than the topics that we'll be in that we really germane that in a world. And today's topic I really believe say this is actually hidden because we talk about the blackout and the unintended consequences and what the hardship we don't be for people in the country, all of them and then we try for say how that go, how that jive with people when they talk, bring investors there. Let people they can't do that. How any investor they go to darkness, you're going to perpetual darkness. What should they go invest in? All of this. And then the most important thing, we don't tell Julius MAADA, you need for cut down on the foreign travel them. It's too much on the citizens. It's too much. We tell God, thank you, West you don't get your first one, they come America get your first one. Now they before don't work down. The travel is too much and it's not unnecessary. And the citizens, they see anything in return. You get a foreign minister, this day and ego they pan now. Then get what they call telephone diplomacy. Then they do that. They even do virtual diplomacy. Visual, like where that for that COVID and all that shit. Even as governments say around the for now, that through how they call it in the job, we are not necessarily get for me. Now make you get foreign ministers, now make you get ambassadors. When the foreign minister go or when the ambassador go, they go there representing not only the country but even the leader. They go there. Now they already say you get for give them accreditation. You go there assume that you are the leader. Not to all the time say the president get for physically present. They know. Of course, we know why they order them for the travel. We look like American provision where they get, look allowance where they give them, look the benefits where they give them people, look the salary, look what Abbas will get for retire with. Look, waiting Abbas Budu retire with. Then they say money not in a salon. Look, that kind of a hefty package. You they actually people who are conscious, who are humanity. The lives of the citizens, when on their shoulder, then the wheel of the economy they turn. Now they stagger in abject poverty and unspeakable misery. When they wallow in opulence and extravagance. When they swim in fantastic affluence and unprecedented comfort. In most cases, far in excess of our legitimate earnings. Where is the human sympathy? Where is the human milk? Where is it there? Why we politicians are so heartless? How can you be heartless? People that are blackout and paper. Which one per day they don't can say, you know what? What you need for do? Because of this blackout where people are not, we they donate this to salary for see how we all go help for bring infrastructure now for improve. None of them before that they want from the citizens. Before that they want from the citizens then. Sucking blood, they go suck all the blood out of the citizens. They go suck up. They go suck up. You get any patriotic person that happen? No. There's no patriotic person under. Everybody that for himself at the expense, detriment, and starvation of citizens then. So we need for the use, we voice them. We were then one of the things that we for thank God, thank you for. We were then at society also. Like we bother the way they misuse their social media. You don't need for advocate violence. You don't need for advocates so then they go kill that person day. You don't need for talk so then they go destroy that property day. You don't need for do that. But talk the hard issue then. Talk the issue where matter to citizens then. You don't need for advocate violence. But you need for talk issues there where they affect the people there. When they affect them. Right now, what they affect people there? Malnutrition, hunger, starvation, disease, lack of clean water for let people they drink. All them sickness where they get attention, no proper medical attention. Perpetual darkness. Perpetual darkness in the country. A whole capital city. Then they can't talk about celebrating 63 years of independence. What is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate? Well, we know what's the answer. Colossal failure, now for to celebrate. Abject failure, now to celebrate. There is nothing under anybody go point to. So Julius MAADA will give you the way out of this now. If you don't want, let them compare, let them put you and Joseph Saidu Momo together. Let people say, you know what? When we look at things from all in angles, when we consolidate them into context and perspective, Saidu Momo better pass Julius MAADA. Believe me, that the most soulful comparison that we want. Now the most soulful comparison that we want. Then they say, well, Momo be better pass you. And as it is, except by divine providence, except by fate of design, where to they see so, it will be naive on anybody in part for let you dismiss such possibility. Say people they not go make that comparison. They say, I think so be better pass Bramomo. I mean Bramomo be better pass so. You don't want Nandi. So waiting, Julius MAADA beyond it for you. Stay home. We cannot stress this any more than that. Stay home. You're not a world leader. You're not a, the global leader. You're not so you get all the solutions and to the other people there. You get your problem, Yanda. You get your problem. Whether that the country, start addressing that. And you only address that when you are physically present. They need to see you on the ground. You cannot address the problems of the people there through absent leadership. It doesn't work that way. There has to be physical presence. You have to be seen. We don't get a leader who's always locked up. When people they turn around, it up in the ear. No, we don't need that. We don't go get a government where the bureaucracy is so large. It's so large. Minister for this, minister for that. minister for this, minister for that. So until one ministry, you get 3 deputy ministers there. All this will put them together, waiting the citizen get for it. So now salary no more than they work for. So all this money that they go get from, from other people, now salary no more than they work for. Why citizens? These are the issues we all Salionians and we need to talk about it. Because the thing what we already discussed now is, now we all get salon. Not to any one individual get salon. Not to Julius MAADA get salon. Not to Anes Baikuruma get salon. Not to Fode Yasane get salon. Not to Samura Kamara get salon. Not to anybody. We all now we get salon. And like I continue for space, we not get for the in governance, for draw and the attention to the people and the way they governance, draw the attention to infractions of people. No. You got to be able to get the cognitive intelligence and ability for look at things then you say, what? Actually, this it don't make any sense. This is they far off reality. Let's talk about this. That's what they call patriotism, the fearlessness. And one of them days, we go spend a lot of time on the judiciary as at the wrap up now, at the time for wrap up now. The reason why we go spend a lot of time on the judiciary, I want to tell everybody now today, the problems what they get na Salon. Today, they really focus on Salon, they left the other African countries and then they address you. Then they address them. Let address we are what they face na Salon. We get a third branch of government, whether the judiciary, where now supposed to be the guarantor, now for guarantee with human rights and with constitutional liberties. Now, if for midwife between we and the dictators and the totalitarian leaders and the human rights abusers, we expect to get justice from them. But what do they get? Miscarriage of justice now they get from them. Miscarriage of justice now they get from them. With judicial system, it don't be a political entity. Let nobody not fool himself. When SLPP they power, the entire judicial machine in SLPP, then they go the SLPP way. Conversely, when APC they power, the entire judicial machine they go APC way. Now make they get talk the orders from the above. Who said we don't see they hold anybody, any cabinet minister, or any they can't go now, they go lock them up Nigeria did it. Charge them, they go, no. Now they know they fix Panama Road prison. The reason why they know they fix Panama Road prison because they don't go there. They don't go there. Now they about where they job pockets, where they snatch people their phone, where say they're on this, they're on drugs, and then they go there. Now made the place decrepit so. Now made the place decrepit so. Because the thing is, waiting the apple, not for them. They know they go there. If anybody not believe, when they hold and then by Kuruma, they say involved in whatever it is, involved in attempt for usurp the executive authority of the country by force of arm. He ever master Panema Road is here? No, he not Siam. Because in the above them, in the above going to Panema Road. What to begin, na statesman? No, statesman no they get involved in attempt for destabilize your nation. No. In back there, no matter what could happen? The very government where say win the case against her, it conspire with Alejo them for undermine with judicial system. Then the court go along with them. He go along with that. Joseph Kamara go present fraudulent affidavit. Say the man not well, the man not go able to come to court because the man was expected to go to court. But what turn around the man and say what can he go inside the plane? No side, no way, not me own political study or experience na Salon where we don't know. We don't know since Bible and what. From the start of treason cases in a Salon, treason offenses. One day somebody they don't accuse somebody of signing trial and accused of involved in an act for overthrow a government. Then you host. Let alone you say you they go on medical. No, now only Salon under Julius MAADA bio. Only Salon under Julius MAADA bio. That they silent in making mockery of the judicial process. They get the judge there when they go along with that. You get the judge there when they go along that. Everything Julius MAADA Bio undermine. He undermine corruption fighting. He undermine the threat against the country. People they attend for study undermine that. All that because he believes say na inge because he be president na inge no Julius MAADA Bio they could continue. Some of you will continue for talker. Hey, Salon not to get up. The office we hold here now just when they can privilege, not to birthright, not to circumstantial freedom, not to entitlement. Now, an honor, a privilege when citizens give you honor. Anybody can be leader, anybody. Now, honor. Now, a privilege. There's a big difference between ownership and privilege. And this is what Julius MAADA Bio no, he only possibly accountable to his own vagaries. The man they go up and don't help on the Talabi, the man will never come and report to the country. What you don't go. You know, one day the whole press conference. You know, one day because you call the press. You know, you get, but who's press okay? You're not getting that in a one envelope receivers and pressing as a. Now, what do they see now the social media? Then they talk about David Senge, how the man some kind of a saints, how the man a utopia. And utopia, the only thing when we know about utopia in English, now state of perfection, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or God. All this that's what in Batulina then, in sycophantic carpet bag in vultures then. That's what they package up. All that the brand envelope I work, we go talk good for that man, we not not going to happen. It will never happen. No matter what they talk about, we will come up with your counter out the corner. And some of you tell God, thank you, what should they talk now public? It go far. It resonate with people there. So no matter what they do, and Julius MAADA Bio finally there. That's where they call time, you don't have time. You don't get the time, MAADA Bio, for make differences in the lives of people there. For sure, people that say yes, really. You come for government, you get what you take for government, you they start first by making sure that you overbloated administration we get a bunch of do nothing them, a bunch of welfare kings and queens them, a bunch of blood suckers them, where you get here that. Then there's already they count this fallacy, this argument. Well, the reason now we Julius MAADA Bio don't get more use for David Senge because the people that way to appoint you not trust them. What a stupid statement. I mean, that kind of a cascade of God's stupidity. Anybody making that kind of a comment in it. If you don't get trust in the people that way get out, what the heck to get them around you? What the heck to get them around? Why you not go shoot them back up when I do? Uche said they babysit somebody. In the end, all this they happen not to them they get the bad demo. Now you, they say now you, man, now you. And they say Julius MAADA Bio. They know they call no minister in name day. Because nobody not elected a minister. Now you name. You know they sit down, you know they realize that, you know they rationalize that. You know they think. Who are they near you when they advise you? They're not able to tell you. How you will get a whole other column of overbloated administration. They're picking and go take the public exams there. So school they take today, they don't get the result there. But these are the things that way David Senge, this man where some people pass, everybody in a salon is supposed to fix. What you see colossal failure now see. The man saying they come for improved technology in the place. By now they expect them for don't wire all the schools then. Every in the government and places and then for don't they on the line now. Who say nothing like that now? But at the same time, doctor this, doctor that, professor this, professor that, a guest standing with Bill Gates. Who's Bill Gates? The full man them that one and they go take down the MAADA Bio them. Now then in but some of them because we don't say Bill Gates here and they be saying a night and day. Now night and day. They are two and you know get nothing for do with Bill Gates. If actually we get that kind of standing with Bill Gates, this way they can molest themselves for this million money. Bill Gates will say, you know what? I they give this money because of David Senge. Or not see nothing. It's not the man now, it's a big politician. So I want to get on that, but thinking. This again, another live session. This You say, like I say, I want to help me for that. I come out now. Then WhatsApp group. I really want to help me. And the way that they help me, una get for come. Lord, all can build this platform here. Lord, can build up. Lord, build up to a very, respectable, dignity. And the all they do, una get for the subscribe to the YouTube platform, the YouTube. Una get for when we can learn share, because the more we share, then the more we also subscribe to the YouTube. We come up with comments and all that, and it will grow. Because if I get the way by the time this year they don't, I want done away with WhatsApp group completely. I don't want nothing for you to WhatsApp group. Seriously, I they depend on una follow and help me like commodity. Seriously, I they enjoy here more where they come, because it totally devoid of distraction, the King Jimmy mentality, not in there. And like I say, I go work with my colleagues in Guinea for see if I go begin my phone, like what I will do one of them days here, where I go to when the next flyer will come out, we'll make sure to put my phone number there. Then we will tell people that say let them call. So after a topic, well done, I will tell them say, okay, we do this topic and this and this. Sometimes if they come 1 hour, I will spend 30 minutes to do the topic. Then the next 30 minutes, it will be devoted to calls and when they come in. I believe say I will try with my phone and see. I'll give the number. So we call and I will make sure you're on speaker. So go you talk. So they'll give you like 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes, you talk. They'll get the next caller, Because the thing is, I want us to be part of the narrative. I want us to be part of this here. Because I want to help me let the place grow. Seriously, like I said, I want to come on a WhatsApp group. I'm just not comfortable. Because the kind of mentality where they see, the kind of culture where they see, you sort of think that where they see, fundamentally it's troubling. You'd expect say people that will come there, we exchange ideas there, information, we teach research. Maybe expect say it will be a university without walls. But people that sometimes you look even the standard of English when they write at the place, it's so hopelessly deplorable. If I was in a career, we say they write. People that can't even write. When I forgot evolving hala, rancor, recrimination, cause, misinformation, disinformation, lies, come up with something happens something in Kenya. One man go pull and say, hey, this way so na pujona this happen. Well, very well not to so. Whip up the embers of social unrest. I didn't can't see it. So I really we should now help again. I want to tell the brothers in Guinea, let God bless them, because they can return. Me not part of them, me not a member of the Guinea Press Association, they don't accredit me. So now the more I want link to now, so I really want to get myself out of this in the WhatsApp. So by God power, we will come again. Tomorrow, unfortunately, I don't know we go to New Jersey, one we brother can go home. On the day where it come, the motorcar and the waiter. And see God wonder. He don't get down, he go back up for go bring some, for go, I think he forgets something or go pick up something. People they sit down the wait time, so they go wing and lay cross ferry, they come take the flight for they come meet the people they back. They wait stay, they don't see the money, they wonder. Now somebody go the man I die one they meet stay. Let God get Arizona for that. Tomorrow we go party for today in New Jersey. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you and family members. I may daily we possibly wake you for tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thank you for the gift and blessing we give. So I don't go there tomorrow. Then Sunday self-loss how they go. But I really next week I will talk to the lead man with the this program here, so Mr. Bangura. I will talk to him. Let's see if we can try that experiment and see if I go let my phone open so I'll tell that so I can call in. So if I call in, let's see, one after the other. So long as I be part of the narrative. Again, finally, Julius MAADA will stay home. The people in Salon that they elect you, not to the world elect you, not to a global diplomat. And your greatest enemy in that time, you don't get that time. Julius MAADA, you don't have the time. You don't get the time. I can tell you, no, fully say get 5 years in office. So. No. This AP, they knock 1 year commodity. The most we will get now, 3 years we will get. Because by the time they only do the other 3 years, now politics on that campaign, then people they begin to check your records then. Especially like the person where you go one let in succeed you. Then what they will do, then go link out to you. They say, now that man, in other words, they will say, well, by voting for that man in the evening, you don't vote for, you don't want this. Are they give you a way out? Are they give you a way out? Are they helping you now? Focus on two things. We're very urgent now. If I not to say, but the most immediate thing now, water, electricity, then food go there, food. Then in that order, we see how we bring medicine business, medicine. But the two most important priority now for MAADA view, for let you look the citizen and they say, hey, now this I do. What target for the end 24 hours on the clock because we get 7 river in a salon. So they doctor, the professor, they this and that. Then they put the academic expertise now to use stuff to happen. We get forget electricity. They say they be saying an answer be technology pass everybody. Let's go do that. So I answer now Boku thank you again. And my colleagues say again. I answer them Boku thank you for the honor and privilege where they don't put me in this pedestal. So until I come back next week. Which are how we all come today with the similar money we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For that, it can go now with different destinations and with Alhamdulillah. So me Christian brothers and sisters also because we are a society where we very ecumenical. We're not dogmatic in religion. We are Muslim again. So me Christians brothers and sisters them again. I go and say, so the one that makes our want is scarce, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, Jehovah, to whom we honor and glory. May he bless and preserve you. May he and may cause his face to be, to be mercifully shine upon. May he lift up his countenance and give you all peace all throughout your days of your life. Amen. Until then, Mr. Kuchmuko, the sign off.